Welcome back to the Avante on the little foot frame. I'm going to show you how we continue to put the machine onto the frame and some of the things that you'll need to do to connect it up. The frame is now assembled, the carriage is on it. However, if I try and put the machine on this as it stands, it's going to be moving. So I'm going to use one of these channel locks. With the little foot frame, you get two of these. They're used for either holding the wheels in place in both this direction or when it's going front to back. And it's very useful for doing straight lines. There is, these are the inexpensive version of the electromagnetic channel locks, which are a fantastic addition to the Simply 16 and the Avante, the other machines as well, and it locks the carriage using electromagnets. It's pretty neat. But this is the simple version and it comes with the frame. I'm going to put it on one of these back wheels with the aim of stopping that from moving when I'm putting the machine on the frame. So I'm going to get my Avante. So if you put the front two wheels on and then lift the rest on like so, and your Avante is on the carriage. Now the other thing I want to do now is get the rail. I could have got a second channel lock and locked this wheel in place, but my rail's just down here and I'm going to put that through the free arm and then put it in the two retainers on either side of the arms. There's a lock. You'll see there's a diagram of a lock on this side of the frame. Going to lock that in place. Now your machine is nice and safe. It has no danger of coming to the back of the frame if your floor was not level and the machine decided to go for a little trip, that's never a good thing. Let's set up the rest of the machine then. At the back here, I've got a flat grey cable. This is the encoder cable. It takes information from the X and the Y axes encoders, and those encoders are going to help you get a nice regulated stitch. So this has a flat grey set of wires and doesn't have any kind of lock or anything else like that. It can come out, so if ever you find that your machine has suddenly is no longer regulated, you've probably gone past the back of the machine and just knocked that out. That is one of the best phone calls I get when someone says, my machine is no longer working, it's not regulated anymore. And within 20 seconds I can fix it and just appear amazing. So on the back here, there's a little cable retainer. Just push that back into place. Whenever you take the machine on or off the frame, you're going to need to put that back in that retainer and take it out again. That way your grey flat cable will remain intact. On the side here, just want to make sure that grey flat cable is running underneath this pod here, and this pod is just above. This has the battery in it, the power unit I should say, and then the grey flat cable goes to the other encoder which is on the front. This encoder here, this is on the Y axis, and this is going to give you the information or tell the machine how fast it's going to need to be speeded up or slowed down to maintain a constant stitch length. I can take that off now. One of the biggest tests for how flat your frame is really with the machine in place. And this is a suitable time in which you could do that. You can just check if when you push it around, does it stop? Does it roll back? Etc. To change the feet or the casters that we've got a spanner and you can either raise or lower individual feet. It's pretty easy on the little foot frame because you've only got 4. On some of the other frames, it's much more complex. When they're in place, on the casters, you can put the locking nut down and just secure that so that they don't move anymore. On the others, you just wind it in. Useful thing to remember is left to lower, right to raise. That's how you turn the spanner. So next I'm going to get some of the accessories and I'll see you in just a moment.